Hello, my name is Sierra Williams, and today I'm going to talk about the differences in Canadian, Venezuelan, and American cultures. Today, people never take the time to think about the nationalities and what makes them different. Today, I will be introducing them all based on the actual person from that area. First, I interviewed a Venezuelan. When I interviewed a Venezuelan, I asked him about life experiences and the transition coming here. When I asked him about that, he told me the transition here was very difficult because he did not know the language, but once he learned the language, he got very comfortable and everything was really simple. And his transition here was smooth. Other than that, he is really here just to get his education to make money so that he can go back and help his family. The biggest difference in his opinion in comparison to where he is now from where he is from is the workplace. In the workplace back home, they work less hours and get paid less, but here you work more and get paid more, which he likes the idea of. Some important things about his culture, according to him, is the pride of his culture. His culture, they take a lot of pride in everything that they do. They also, Christmas is really the only holiday that they celebrate, and they make a really big deal out of it. He really enjoys Christmas back home, but other than that, they don't really celebrate any other holidays. So that's a lot different for him. A part of his culture that he wish he could have here is the food. He says the food here that they have that's actually Venezuelan is not the same as when he's home and the way his mom makes it. And he really enjoys the food and the music and the way that takes place. And his mom and all those kind of things. When I talked to the Canadians, they told me there's a lot of similarities from how they live their life and how life is lived here. Fortunately for them, there is a little bit more benefits. One, the first candidate, Megan, was telling me about how there's a possibility when you're pregnant that you can have someone sent to your house that will just help you out and get you back on your feet before you go back home and continue to do your caring for your child before you go back to work and continue to work. The transition coming to the American side, a big thing that they think is easier and is a lot different from Canada and America is milk. The milk back in Canada is in a bag, and they actually pronounce it different. And I think that's interesting. They say bag instead of bag, but they put it in a bag, and then they put that bag in a container, and then that's how they use their milk. Unlike here, we actually use a carton and pour it in that way. They said the transition was easy. Sometimes the people at the airport are a little rude when they're coming and they ask them too many questions, and they don't really like that. But other than that, they love America. There's a lot of things that are different from here than there that they find really interesting and some confusing, as the milk, like I just said. And in conclusion, so many people in the world today don't really think about the nationalities and what makes them different. And when they do, they just stop at, oh, they're different. But there's not much more that they say about them. I hope that I've helped you to realize and see today that there is more to it than just they're different. They take pride in things from their culture, but they're still open-minded to find out new things that are going on. And I think that's something that we should all take into consideration when talking about different cultures. Thank you, and that concludes my speech.